some music, some Chariots of Fire or something.
When you start saying, I'm going to try to do this, you're giving yourself an out. I decided I was doing this. I've been running off and on for 10 years. I was on a long run one day and my music cut out, so I was only left with the voices in my head. And so I started thinking what would be fun to top the half marathon I did for my 40th. The next logical step is a full for my 50th.
I think the part that struck me the most, she went home and she created this list.
Wouldn't it be awesome to incorporate people that have meant the most to me in my life?
This is my daughter, Emma. Oh, I'm so excited because Jennifer invited me to run with her.
How could I force them to participate to make it easier for me and maybe provide cake at the end?
That was the part that just made me go, oh my gosh, every single person said yes. Running, it changes everything. It really does.
She said, we're doing something for you. We're sponsoring you. We're involved in this. This is awesome.
And I asked her, if there's anything else that we could do to help her out. Who doesn't want something like that, something to believe in, right? Jen was something to believe in.
Once people started responding, it was like, well, I guess I have to do this now. It was not fun or easy.
Hi, sunshine. How are you?
Right now I have it on a run for a minute, walk for 2 minutes.
I'm nervous, but ready.
It's happening.
Great. We're doing this.
We're doing it. I was a little nervous Friday night, thinking it's all going to come together, I hope.
I don't know if she has said this to anybody else, but she messaged me just a few days ago before this and was like, what if I can't do it? What if I feel like a fraud? I feel like I could get out there and just not finish.
I think if a person is mentally ready to do it, they're going to do it.
We all have those thoughts. I think it's important that people realize that you can do it. You just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, the training for the past 30 seconds, ladies.
Each time she came in, she looked tired. There's just more and more walking. On her 7th loop, 15th mile, she came in and she was just we could see her as she came in. She looked a little bit irritated.
Emotional. I've been ugly crying since before I saw you guys at 5:30 this morning. Damn it. You almost made it.
And she just kept getting better and better.
She got going. She had her training plan that she planned out herself, and then had an injury. I was a little doubtful, but she was determined to kind of push through that and actually do it, and I was super impressed.
Things would start to hurt. I felt like I could be done. I could call this. But when I was out with people, it just wasn't there. It didn't come up, It was just spend time with the people that matter.
It seemed like every time she came back around, we had a new friend or a friend had shown up.
Good. I'm having the best day.
It was commitment for every single person to show up on a Saturday morning and then hang out all day because it took a lot longer than I was anticipating. That was commitment on their part.
She's the person who inspired me to start walking and be fit.
My favorite thing about Jen is her determination. There's not anything a task that someone will give her that she says no to. Even if she doesn't know how to do it, she goes, I'll figure it out.
I had 50 people out there yesterday, and that's amazing. That's crazy to me.
I think with the support that she did have with her family and friends and a new face each time she came in really helped her through that wall, through that mental block that she was having.
I did stop at an open house on my last lap to use the bathroom.
It's a little dated, but the toilet works just fine. I gotta finish or I'm not gonna finish.
Okay. This is the kind of stuff she does, the mentality she has, go big or go home.
It was such an amazing day. People should do something like this because people show up. more confidence today than I have ever had in my entire life. I challenged someone to piss me off today.
I always kind of said that I was a non-runner that runs. She's like, yes, that's the perfect way to put it. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
I wouldn't have done this without Fleet Feet's involvement. They had a crew out there as support crew, and it was the push I needed to get serious about doing it. Every time I come into their store, I feel like a rock star because someone will be like, that's Jen Neary. No, it's just me. It's just me coming in for socks.